Hey guys, Game Prime here. E3 2021 is just about here, and usually every year I have my predictions video on this channel, my main channel, but this year I took all those predictions and I did it in my podcast that I have with my friends over on our multiplayer channel, the 4 Player Gamers Loading Screen Podcast. You could check it out with a card above or links below, wherever you would want to check that out at. But there are some things that I didn't mention in there that I completely forgot about. So I'm going to hit a few quick predictions on my own, and then if you want the rest of them, you got to go check out the podcast. But mostly these will be Nintendo based. Um, you know, we cover everything else in the podcast, but there are just a few things that I wanted to cover first on my own, for Nintendo because I didn't get, the chance to get everything out. Um, First off, I would like to see a new 2D Mario. It probably won't happen. It's more less likely to happen this year than any other years just because of all the Mario stuff that we got last year. I would like a new 2D Mario that's hand drawn in the style of like WarioWare or Wario Land Shake It, like a hand drawn style. I've been wanting that for years. Next thing I would like to see are Persona ports to the Switch. It probably won't happen, but um, 4 Golden and 5 Royal, I would love to see that happen. Once again, mostly, probably not going to happen. Uh, Continue on with things that won't happen, but it's, an idea that I had in my head. Mother news. I'm not, a huge Mother fan, but Mother 3 has been making the rounds lately in news sites with, or news on like Twitter with like Terry Crews tweeting at Nintendo to localize it and, a bunch of stuff like that. I had an idea that Toby Fox could be making a Mother game. I know Toby Fox, in the last 6 years, he's gotten insanely popular. He's worked with Nintendo already in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't know if they would pass the Mother torch on to him directly, but if there's anyone that Nintendo could pass it on to, it's Toby. But once again, I don't think that's going to happen. Hopefully, Toby shows Deltarune Chapter 2 during the Direct. That would be awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because it was an idea I had. Next up, going into things that are kind of likely, Paper Mario Remake. I saw it on some kind of leak list a couple months ago, and it was pretty credible from what I heard. It was the same thing with like the new Donkey Kong on it, Metroid 2D. Um, I would love to see Paper Mario 64 remade. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I would love just to have it be called Paper Mario Refolded. I think it would be, an awesome thing for us fans to have because Thousand Year Doors aged pretty well. Same with, Super Paper Mario. Those games don't really need remakes. They just need to be remastered and ported over. Paper Mario 64 needs a remake. That one's, pretty old. Like it's still a fine game and anybody can play it, these days, but the style of it and the look of it has not aged well. So I think that could be something that could be happening. I know Insomniac Games, geez. Um, Intelligent Systems just got done doing Origami King last year. I think that they might be working on a WarioWare game, and I got into that on the podcast too. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, jump over there. Um, the big thing, the big prediction that I'm going to give you guys here on this video is I think today at the Summer Game Fest, Jeff Keighley Summer Game Fest, the Switch Pro might be revealed. Nobody's saying that nobody's thinking that it would be revealed today. I haven't heard a single prediction say this, and I've been watching a lot of prediction videos. But I have a feeling that they could do it today, especially if they want to show stuff Tuesday running on the new hardware, etc., etc. So that I think that has a small chance of happening today, and it would be huge for Jeff to have it as a world premiere there. Um, Also, at the Direct, I think that they could go into an Xbox partnership of some sort. Maybe get like XCloud on there. I don't see Game Pass going on there at all, but you know, that Halo port everybody's been talking about for years. I'd love to see Rare Replay, of course. Just take out the 360 games and put out Donkey Kong. Yeah, think that would be cool. Another thing that I had on the list that I didn't think of before was Kingdom Hearts. I would love to see the 1.5, 2.5 collections go on there. I don't know if they would have 3, but if they have a Switch Pro, then it would at least be able to run, the base version of 3 that we got on, like, PS4, Xbox One. And then, finally, for game prediction wise, Mario Kart 9, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's still too early, unfortunately, and I kind of don't want it to happen yet, I want other games to shine this year, because there's a lot of games that deserve to shine. And not saying that Mario Kart doesn't, but, to me, Mario Kart is always like, cool, it got announced. I don't want to watch the tracks. I just want to play it. So, if they do reveal it, whenever they do reveal the next Mario Kart, I hope it's not a big gap until release, because I just want to play the tracks. I don't want to watch videos. I don't want to watch previews. I want to play the game. That's the kind of game where you just want to play it. And then finally, we talked about the Smash Bros. DLC, who we think it would be. I'm also just going to say here that I think I'd say we have like a 40% chance of getting like an Echo Fighter pass or a costume pass for the fighters. More costumes that has been something I've been wanting in Smash Ultimate for a while. They could price those pretty easily, At least with the Echoes, it's more so of a reskin of characters. I'm thinking, things along the lines of like Dixie Kong, etc. And then finally, if you guys want a Smash DLC prediction, I don't think it'll happen because they already got a Microsoft character in this Fighters Pass, but I would love to see Battletoads get into. And of course, I'd love to see Conquer more than Battletoads, but I think Battletoads would be pretty unique, as like you could switch out from Zitz, Rash, and Pimple, and you don't really have to change their moveset. It could be all 3 of them, and Battletoads gets in. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my little quick on the spot predictions here. Gonna make this less than 10 minutes. Also, I think the one more thing at the very end of the Direct, and I did say this in the podcast, I think we're going to get a tease for Mario Odyssey 2, similar to how Breath of the Wild 2 got teased a couple years ago. And then I also have written down here that I think the Direct's either going to open with Breath of the Wild 2, or it's going to open with a Smash character. I could see them, going full deep dive into Breath of the Wild 2 like they did in 2016, so I think that it has a good chance of opening, the show, and then a Smash character, or, vice versa. And then I also think that at the very end of the Direct, just like 2019, it'll be one more Smash character, and then the one more thing, hopefully being Odyssey 2. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my predictions for Nintendo's E3. Just wanted to make this real quick because it is technically starting today in my eyes. Today's the start of it all with the Summer Game Fest, kickoff show with Jeff Keighley, and then it goes into the weekend, and then Monday, and then Tuesday with Nintendo. It's good to have E3 back. I'm super hyped. So let me know what you guys think down below, what you're gonna see at Nintendo's Direct, and don't forget, if you want my full predictions for the entire E3, every conference, almost, or every presentation, it is in the comments below. It's in the card, above. You could listen to it on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all those platforms. And yeah, had a great time doing it with a couple of my friends, talking about what we want to see. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I will see you guys very soon.